We're Maggie and Brad, and we've been full-time RVing since 2016. Join us and our sidekick Paco as we explore incredible places in the US and beyond. Hey guys!
Hey guys!
So in our last video you saw that we were in Mapleton, Oregon. We have come inland quite a ways, and now we're in the Willamette National Forest to visit some of our absolute most favorite hikes and waterfalls.
Today we're doing Proxy Falls.
It's what, a 3-mile, 2.5-mile round trip. There's upper and lower falls. The road to get here is all paved, but it's very winding, and so vehicles over 35 feet combined are not allowed.
It's also closed during most of the year. Only a couple of months in the summer the road is open to get here.
Yeah.
So you can Google if the 242 is open to find out.
Yeah, Highway 242. And it usually opens in late June, which is where we're at right now.
If it's not open and you're okay to hike another 5 miles, you can park outside the gate and hike up the road.
That's true. Yep. So there are options. All right, let's get going. No drones. We got a fancy new GoPro, so that's what you're seeing right now.
You almost tripped on a log.
So we're actually staying pretty close by. It's called Camp Yale, and it's part of Belknap Hot Springs, which is a lodge and a paid hot springs pools area. So it's gonna be crazy hot this weekend. I think tomorrow the high is like 110. So I don't know if we'll actually find time to get into those hot springs, but it's a pretty cool spot to stay. Our campsite is like super shaded. We have full hookups,
air conditioning,
so we're staying comfortable at least.
Yeah. Did not disappoint. Yeah.
So we are just back at the sign and continuing on the trail to Upper Falls. It's a loop trail, so you got to see them too. So accessible, and even though the parking area was pretty full, this is Saturday morning, we found a spot and there are still some available spots. We got here at like 9:45 maybe?
9:45.
Yeah.
There was only really a couple
spots
two or
left.
3 places left to park.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But then I felt like we had the falls to ourselves for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't know where everyone is. We should also mention it does get a bit scrambly to get all the way to the base of Lower Proxy Falls. There's some steeper switchbacks, and you can go along the rocks in the river. They're very slippery though, so be aware of that.
Or if you stay to the left, you can stay out of the river for a long ways and get a lot closer.
Yeah. Ooh, look at these sunflowers.
We've come over to Belknap Hot Springs Resort, even though it's really hot, because we want to check out these hot springs.
All right, we are at the upper pool.
So cold.
I know, yeah, I took a really cold one too.
In the shade, so we're not getting too sunned.
Yeah.
Too much UV.
Supposedly this is 103.
Yeah, they got these little, well, we cooled down in the shower before getting in, so it's much more bearable.
Yes. It still feels pretty hot, but yeah, in the shade, it makes all the difference. Plus, there's a little bit of a breeze. So, we're feeling pretty good.
Well, we waited until the evening to beat the heat and beat the crowds. We are down here at 7 o'clock around to come see Sahalie and Koosah Falls. We did have a really close encounter with a deer on the way here, so just be aware that they are going to be out at this time of day in this area.
So we parked right near Sahalie. It's a short walk to see that waterfall, and then you can take this beautiful soft bark path along the McKenzie River, just not even a half mile to get down to Koosah Falls.
There's also parking at Koosah Falls if you wanted to just park at either one.
Yeah. We weren't sure if it was okay to fly a drone out here, so we called the McKenzie River Ranger District, and they told us that yes, it is allowed. They just reminded us to not disturb any birds or animals, stay below 400 feet, and of course never interfere with any sort of wildfire situation. The rules can change, so if you're not sure, it's a good idea to check into it for yourself. Well, it's really noisy because we have the AC running, which is a huge perk of being here. The high today is 112 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's kind of nuts. But it's not that hot yet, so we are going to take a walk around the campground and show you guys what this is like here at Camp Yale. You guys, there's so many dragonflies over here, and they're huge. It's really fun. There's how many, 7 or 8 baskets?
I counted 7 baskets.
However, there's no tee boxes or numbers or directions, so
yeah,
it's kind of
so just throw from wherever you want.
Make it up as you go.
Oh, suck.
Oh.
Even worse than my throw.
Hey, bud. You're so tiny. Oh, don't let him drop off.
Oh, crap.
Did you?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So tiny.
Oh my gosh. Things are really clearing out here. It's Sunday afternoon, and maybe we'll get some internet. That's the one downside that we haven't mentioned to this campground. We basically are eking by on like 1 bar of Verizon, and we only are getting it because we're using our booster. So it's really, you should not plan to have internet here. It's why we're only here for a few nights over the weekend.
Yep. Someone in the campground saw us on our bikes and mentioned a trail just going off of the campground here that goes a ways down to a good viewpoint of the mountain ranges around here. So we're gonna go try that out.
looks tiny on the screen, a little bigger in person. I'm not quite sure which peak it is, maybe one of the sisters. Give you a little digital zoom. All right.
We're only here for the weekend, so we don't have time to do everything, but there is a lot of other stuff to do in this area, so you might want to add these to your list. There's the D. Wright Observatory, which is a lava field and tower, which has awesome views of the surrounding peaks. There's Blue Pool and Tamalich Falls, which is another really cool waterfall area. There is Clear Lake, which has like a petrified forest under the water. The water is super clear, like you might think. And you can rent canoes or bring your own watercraft. And there's Cougar Hot Springs, which is a wild and natural hot springs that you can go to and visit for free.
Awesome stuff out here, man.
Yeah.
This is such a great area.
Yeah.